Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Tales of Arise. We're going to continue on. We just beat a boss in the last episode and also found a teleporter so that we could go out and replenish our items and whatnot. So that's really good because we used a lot of items getting up here. Okay. Is there going to be another elevator fight?
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Renna now sits above us.
Whoa.
I pray that we won't encounter many stairs along the way.
So I'm guessing these are more of the guys, more of the winners who have been turned into monsters.
Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Oh wait, this is one of the bosses we already fought, right?
We're often in pain.
This is gonna need all of us together!
No further!
Rip it
Going in! Go for the weak point! Into the shadows! Here goes! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! This one's mine!
Try harder! It's on! Try harder!
I'm taking too many hits!
Ignite!
Here, let me
I'm
have
on! Here I come!
I never miss!
I can carve through armor!
Now I can
Leave
let
the
loose!
chargers to
Back
me!
in blade!
Denied! Talon Hurricane!
Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane Strike!
Into the shadows!
Raven Strike!
Mega ray!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's
Not
for!
in your dreams!
Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Meteor!
Win!
Let's keep up the pressure! Eagle of Flying Cowl!
It's on! Void Blast! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Glacial
I can
Tiger!
carve through armor! There! Burn!
Tiger Blade! Hurricane Hit!
That's enough! Vacuum Blade!
Blizzard Bloom!
Win!
Fear is throbbing.
Flaming Meteor!
No further!
Talon Storm!
Gemini
Crush!
Talon Hurricane!
power of water!
Shield and Mace!
Soaring Light Spear!
Blade!
Try harder!
My whole body feels...
You need someone to take a look over you?
Sure, just be thorough.
Is anybody else listening to that conversation? Oh my gosh.
Hey! Now I see what I can do! I let my guard down.
You'll pay for that!
Picture of hell.
Okay, well that sucked.
This one's all mine!
Talon Hurricane!
Not today!
Train harder. Now I'm in the groove.
Pain.
Take this!
Look sharp.
Vacuum Blade!
Hurricane!
Switch to healing.
I'm not
There! One more! Blizzard Bloom! Eagle Assault! Flaming Meteor! By the power of water! Leave the charges to me! Far enough!
Mega ray!
Anything in armor is all mine!
Mega ray!
This one's mine! The Beast Assault!
You're mine!
Eat this!
Vacuum Blade!
You require a head.
Talon Hurricane!
Soaring
Eagle
Light
Eye!
Flame inside
Whirling
me
Snap!
yearns to be let free!
Lunar corruption!
Shield and Mace!
I'll burn it all!
Nice, we got the good one.
Ah! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
Going in!
Ignite!
Mega ray!
Here I come!
Do it! Astral energy!
Say no more!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Okay, something we haven't done in a while actually is SP. Yeah, we got a lot. Increased evasion distance, I do like that. Flaming Edge ground attack. Okay, elemental attack plus 20. Ooh, look at this place. The thorns.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dahna's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dahna's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dahna's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dahna exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dahna's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that
Oh,
off.
geez, I can see where this is going.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Oh, dear.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
Definitely
If
a
nothing
trope,
else,
but
it might be an option
once
if we
again-
can't use the Renasalma.
all about execution.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renasalma's here, right?
Just don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renas Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's
What is
true
he, in
emotions
his
at times.
late 20s?
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
I always love it in animes when somebody's like, I am the older person in this group, and then they're like, I am 28, because everybody else is freaking 14.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Okay, that was weird.
I'm like bait to them. That'll bring you down.
Be careful, everyone.
Call it down. If there was one, we would have called it. That's a good blind freak. Why can't they just
Where are you going?
See ya. Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
You picked the wrong fight.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flares of Malisa!
Here I come.
I'll tear you
Vacuum
apart.
blade.
I never miss.
Do it.
Look sharp!
Lightning tiger blade. See that?
And that training's paying off. It's on. There.
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
Thought we were gonna miss out on that one.
Blow them away. Now, you're mine.
Here's
You
a
picked the
healing
wrong
arm.
fight. Vacuum blade. Win.
Make it ready! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life.
Now,
Here,
here I
let me
come.
help.
Soaring light
There you
spear.
go.
Denied!
Feel like me again.
Not on my watch.
Win. Soaring light spear. Void flash.
Shattering the pieces.
You're
Attack!
mine.
Hurricane!
Escape.
Make it
Still.
ready!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go,
Now,
Elfin.
It's time to.
I'm right beside you. Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Ooh, right before we lost our thing.
The flame inside me.
Here goes.
Listen.
Eat this.
Prepare to be healed.
It can hide itself. Amazing.
Let's tear him up.
Light spear.
Tiger
I'm
blade.
going to need to use all of our
Eat
healing
this.
arts to accomplish.
Diamond hurricane.
Rather, I'm ready.
I'm not done.
This one's mine.
Watch this.
Lightning strike.
Severing wind.
Let me help.
Soaring light spear. Void flash.
What the hell is going on?
Fall back, Alvin. We'll take point here. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flares of Malisa!
That did it.
Here, let me help. Sealed. First aid. Still my affecting.
Hurricane
Ah! Burn in hell.
Leave the target to me.
Here I come. Vacuum blade.
Healing now.
Severing wind.
Time to shine. Now you see what I can do.
Soaring light spear.
Far enough!
First
Strike.
aid.
There.
Faithful arrow.
I'm all stuffed up.
This one's mine!
I'm
Take
going
this.
to use all
Vacuum
of
blade.
my healing arts to accomplish this.
Dragon swarm.
Take
Now my clothes are ruined.
Eagle
No
fly.
further.
All right.
Vacuum blade.
Healing circle.
Severing wind.
Hurricane.
Ignite.
Hurricane strike.
Now where was I?
Hurricane strike.
Dragon swarm.
Talon. Shattering
Wind.
pieces. Attack time.
Mirage.
Show you what my. This one's mine.
Dragon swarm.
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Now I'm real mad.
Sealed.
I don't have much left.
You'll pay for that.
Here we go. Take this.
My turn.
Piercing roar. In a vine. Hurricane strike.
It's on. Not today.
Plenty left.
Take this. I'm on.
By the power of one.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flares of Malisa!
Hurricane
This
strike.
should do it.
Hurricane.
Far enough!
I can do this all
You're
day.
mine.
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to
without
stop.
Hey,
How did none of those dodge?
take it. Vacuum blade.
All right.
Severing wind.
Into the shadow.
Soaring light spear. Scarlet Inferno! Doubling in an instant! Impact block!
Jesus Christ, man.
Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
Where did we even come from? Here? Okay, so I do need to go that direction.
We finally made it.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
There's not a shop here, is there? I don't think so.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
Yes.
Remind me, you two are both born in this current generation of Renans, correct? That would put 100 years between us, which would make me akin to an ancestor to your generation. As such, I have an opportunity for you to demonstrate the respect due to elders like me. Oh, good. Oh, I like you already. Perhaps I'm reading into things too much, but is such respect truly merited in this instance? I couldn't tell you one way or another, but it seems like he needs help with something. Just listen to what I have to say now. You see...
Excuse me!
Hold on, I can't let you go any further. I had a feeling this was going to happen. You always try to beat me to the punch with these things. I'm surprised to hear you object. I thought you understood that sometimes the quest for knowledge requires that we get our hands dirty. That's exactly why I can't simply stand here and let you do this. I could be losing out on a valuable opportunity. Then let's make it fair, shall we? We'll both give them our requests. Huh, works for me. I have no objections. My head is starting to hurt, trying to follow these two. They must be pretty strong, if even you admit that. I don't know what you two want from us, but don't expect us to agree to anything.
Hey!
What's that? Are you simply going to walk past an elderly person who's in distress? I didn't think the generational gap had gotten so wide that young people forgot their manners. How unfortunate.
Really now?
All right, we'll hear you two out, but one matter at a time. We're busy people ourselves with our own matters to attend to. Fair enough. In that case, I can wait. You can go first. Thank you. Now, as I was about to say before, I'd like for you all to go down to the surface of Rena and track down a certain experimental Zoogle subject of mine. It's a failed specimen. I ejected it from Dake Faisal, thinking that would dispose of it, but it seems to have survived the trip in space.
What?
You threw it out into space? That's so cruel. And you wish for us to finish the job, I gather. That's partly what I need you to do. More importantly, I need you to collect tissue from said Zoogle. I never would have predicted that it would arrive on Rena alive and well. It merits further scientific investigation. Why not simply go there yourself? Then you could research the creature to your heart's content. Proper field studies aren't my area of expertise. From what I gather, you people are better equipped for such strenuous work than I'll ever be.
I see.
I thought I was being mindful of how I presented myself, but apparently not. Sounds like someone's a little lazy to me. We'll handle it.
Agreed.
I have rather mixed feelings. I won't make any firm promises on whether we shall deliver, but if that works for you, we'll look into it.
Very nice.
I'm pleased to see my predictions about you weren't unfounded. In that case, go on and get to work. The rest of my research is being held up by this, so the sooner you finish this, the better. I should also mention the Zoogle in question is a 6-armed giant. It's an extremely violent specimen, so be careful when dealing with it. Oh, good.
Dohalim? The line of researchers is getting longer.
Perhaps I should have put more thought into this before accepting.
What do they sell here? Do they sell better items?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Okay, not really.
I...
Okay, let's see if some of these big guys come
Really?
back.
If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Okay, this guy at least hasn't come back, at least not yet. Doesn't mean he couldn't with given enough time. Oh, really? You always get caught up on the little things, huh? Okay, big guys do come back.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret. Can't get out of this!
Oh, I didn't even stop him.
It's a duel of the arts!
You see what happened there?
Well, this is gonna be a mess.
Shouldn't have done that.
Got flyers! You picked the wrong fight!
Coming through!
All yours!
I never miss!
Take this!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Super swallow! Make it red! Demon's descent! Flashing bang!
Not a chance!
This one's mine!
Glimmer dragon!
Confiscated!
You're mine!
Hurricane strike! Lightning strike! Make it rain! Eat it! Nothing gets by me! Hurricane!
I'm not done! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you! Hurricane strike! Lunar blast!
Look sharp!
Stopped up!
Do it! Hikara, I'll stop your movement! And I'll stop your life!
My
Do
turn.
it! Hikara, I'll stop your movement! And I'll stop your life!
A nice chain right there.
I've been doing really great lately.
A fairy ring, that one's new. Reduces CP cost of arts. Huh,
This'll make us even more.
okay. So we need to make one of these for you. A really good one of these.
Or formidable.
I think we'll leave it like that for now. But I should make her a really good fairy ring. Okay, we need to go straight across. I really don't want to have to fight this guy again. Okay, good.
Get lost!
Win!
Hurricane strike! I never miss!
Right. Not today!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
I'll smash you!
I'm Dragon Swarm!
Flying free!
Denied!
Why can't they just sit still?
See ya!
Why did it switch targets?
You take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
There! The flame
one's
inside
mine.
me yearns to be left free! You picked the wrong fight!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time
this battle!
I'm right beside you.
No further!
I'm on a roll now.
Oh, come on!
Radiant, this ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Here I
Not
go.
a chance! Come and face me!
Not on my watch.
All things here now!
Severing wind! Soaring light spear!
Flaming
You're
meteor.
mine.
Make it rain.
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Water. Here I
Yeah.
come. Spread. Glacial spear.
You're on.
Evil. Dragon shell. Freeze
Shattering
laser.
dragon form!
Do it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Good to know my training is paying off.
Okay, that pixie crystal is probably what we need for that. For those fairy things. Okay, let's go this way first.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Blade! It's on!
Here's the healing arc. Going in.
Wind! Ignite!
Careful! It has some kind of counter.
Meteor.
Mirage! Take that! Stand!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I think the only problem with this area is that these fights take so long.
Vacuum blade!
I think that's a problem for the pace. It's actually getting a little frustrating.
Soaring light spear!
Race so higher.
No further!
Hurricane strike.
I owe you one.
First strike. I'm ready.
Here I come! I'm not done!
Raging flame. Tiger.
Wind!
Healing arc. Tiger blade. Evil dreams.
Not today!
Eruption. First. Lunar blast.
Escape.
Let's take off the corner.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Here, let me help.
Now you see what I can do!
Time to stop.
Searing gale!
Crush this! It's time!
Let me show you what my art can do.
This one's mine!
Resonating meteor.
Can't get out of this!
Try harder!
Thanks, Kitara.
So tired. All that running around is catching up with you.
No,
Let me help.
I don't think that's it.
Guess I have to use water. Here my roll now.
It's on! You picked the wrong fight!
Time to swimmer dragon.
You're on!
Feast of all.
Escape! There!
Oh, now you're talking!
Severing wind!
Now you see what I can do!
You're on! Try harder! My turn!
By the power of
Not a chance! Take this!
where you go.
I'm not done! Now or never!
Hurricane strike.
Can't get out of this!
Eagle assault. Going in.
Not on my watch.
Flaming strike! Let free!
Crumble!
You're on! You're mine!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
We'll go about six.
Piercing roar!
Healing circle.
There you go! I feel like me!
And again.
Try harder! My turn!
Searing flame.
Crush!
Armor won't save you!
Searing flame.
Redo it.
Get on!
Get toasty.
Bird strike!
That's quite the technique.
You need me? I'm there.
Oh, wrong way. Got all turned around. Oh, God. Okay. Hey, we got about half CP.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Hurricane strike. Searing
blade.
Nothing gets by me.
Dragon form!
They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious.
It's on!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job
You
for
picked
yours
the wrong
truly.
fight!
Hurricane strike.
Now I'm in the groove!
Coming through! Ha! Now!
Scarlet
Scarlet Inferno!
Hey, when did I get so
Vacuum
popular?
Blade!
That frickin' does it!
I'll heal you all! Healing circle!
That
There!
frickin' does it!
I need to pull myself
Why'd you heal me?
to stop you dying.
You're on the wall now!
Crush!
Talon Hurricane!
This one!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shell!
Now feel the groove. Where are you going?
Dragon Swarm!
Radiant light! Searing flame! I'm all fucked up!
Mine.
Take it away!
Katana! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah. Nice technique.
Armor won't save you!
Okay, not today!
It's time! Time to grind! Take this! These fists have got your name on them!
Vacuum Blade!
Nothing gets by me. Far enough.
Let me show you what my art can do! Rise and shine! Lightning strike!
I'll crush you!
Seems like those two want to stick right next to each other, which sucks for us.
Tenebrous claw!
I want them to separate.
Dragon
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this!
Severing Wind! Soaring Rocket!
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line!
No sooner what happened
there
done.
you crossed me! Shouldn't have done
This
that!
one's mine!
Now I'm in trouble!
Focus on healing.
Good to me!
On guard.
Ready! Lunar collision!
Think you can fly?
Not today!
Light of Hulk! Did you hear it now?
Here, let me help!
Now I'm in the
On
groove!
guard.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop that. Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Showtime!
Dragon Form!
Through armor!
I don't have much left.
Can't get out of this!
Thanks, Shion. Their arts were interrupted.
Vacuum Blade!
Eagle Rush! I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
I'm all stocked up!
Going
Here I
in.
come! Vacuum Blade!
Talon Hurricane!
Wind!
Let us handle it.
Far
Far enough.
Fake
Vacuum Blade!
I'll heal you all! Damn it!
First strike! Come and get it!
Healing circle!
I owe you one for that.
Lightning power!
Think you can fly?
Ignite!
Art shield!
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Vacuum!
Not on my watch!
You require a hand.
Take this! Ready and ready!
Outstanding
Armor
form!
won't save you!
Lunar! The marksman handled
Blazing
it!
flame! I'll crush you!
Great, these guys get to go blue?
Lightning reflexes!
Hate that.
Tenebrous claw!
Flaming meteor!
Okay!
I never miss!
Ripping
Igneous discharge!
Take it!
Awesome!
Here, let me help!
Going in.
You're mine!
Tiger blade! Lunar
Blade!
flash!
Severing Wind!
I may have bit off more than I could chew.
Drawn out in pain.
I'm going to
Armor
need to
won't
use all the
save you.
power of my healing arts to
This one's
accomplish.
mine.
Burn in hell!
Here's a healing art!
Ready to
No
go.
further!
Tiger blade!
Will this help?
Wind!
I'll finish you here and now!
You're on!
Igneous
I owe you one!
discharge!
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
What's this? Lightning!
Far enough.
Okay!
Not on my watch!
Eagle assault!
I'll heal you all!
Flaming meteor!
Oh, now you're talking!
Rise and shine!
Will this help?
Shattering glass pieces! Attack time!
Here's a healing
Now or
art!
never.
First aid!
Take this!
This one's mine.
Soaring Light Spear!
I'll crush you!
Okay, let's see if we finish this guy.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Make it rain!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one!
Already on!
This one's all mine!
Flaming meteor!
Not today!
Eagle assault!
Storm!
I never miss!
Tiger blade!
Let's tear him up!
Soaring Light Spear!
By the power of
Strike!
hurricane strike! Searing!
Lightning strike!
Vacuum Blade!
I can
carve through armor!
Lunar arm!
Here,
Let me help!
throbs in pain.
First
Can't
aid!
get out of this!
Thanks,
I'm
Shion.
on
Searing flame! Reload! How do you like being pounded into shape?
Hold on to your
I'm
arms.
going to need
Here
to
I
use
come.
all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this. All right, let me at him.
This one's all mine! Ignite!
It won't do far enough.
You're mine! Vacuum blade!
Glacial spear.
Soaring wind!
Blizzard
Soaring
blow.
light spear! Hurrah!
Flaming meteor.
I'm just getting started!
Lunar corruption.
Here I come!
Hurricane cut. Anything in armor is all mine. Lightning strike. Steering flip. Hurricane flight.
Can't get out of this!
Lightning
mine.
strike.
Vacuum
Hurricane
blade!
healing. Super swallow dance. Lightning strike. Talon storm. Make it rain.
Doubly! In an instant! Impact block!
Jesus, that's a fight, huh?
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
And it's a fucking accessory? Oh, that is not worth it.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
God, that sucks. That was not worth that fight, man. Okay. So, our goal is to get there. Might need to go out and heal again and try and run back to here. Can we rest on our ship? I don't think I've ever tried. We're gonna try.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
No. That should be
We
a fishing
should be
spot.
able to cook here.
Doing some thinking?
Nah. It just occurred to me that our journey's been going for a while now.
Is it a wonder to you our group has held together this long?
Maybe. We've got Dahnans, Renans, a lord, a mage, and even a guy from another time. Yet here we all are, leaning on each other as travel companions. It's like a minor miracle.
If anything, I'd say it's proof. Proof that as long as we accept each other for who we are, we can all get along.
And with understanding comes togetherness. Yeah, we are more than enough evidence of that.
I've always had a thorny relationship with others. Quite literally, as it happens. I figured that it was easier to give up on intimacy, rather than having to go through all of the pain of rejection. I mean, is it any wonder I grew thorns around my heart, too?
But now,
Right. Now, I still have my thorns, of course. But they don't cover my heart. I know now that there is more than one way for people to relate to one another. It was you and everyone else here that taught me that. Everyone that you brought together, Alphen.
it wasn't just me. I mean, sure, I invited a few folks to join us, but swordsmanship's about all I have to offer. Everyone's taught and supported me just as much as I have them.
You see, that's what I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean, you're fine just as you are. The bonds that you form with others, they shine more brightly because they're mutual. It's not just one bond for you. It's many, each with a heart of its own. That's what makes them special.
The enlightening bond. Okay. But there's no emblem? What's going on here? Okay, AG is increased. Huh. It doesn't come with a set of things, huh? All right. Yeah, everything costs a lot now, huh?
Hey.
The joys of eating.
I love how much amazing food we get to eat, even when we're out on the road.
Me too, especially compared to what I used to have when I was still a slave. This is paradise.
It's amazing what good food can do to keep your hopes up. Nagal used to say all the time that the power of food is subtle, yet profound.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? For whatever reason, I find I don't worry nearly as much when I've got a full stomach helping me out.
That's why you shouldn't be such a picky eater.
Huh?
She's right. You always leave food that you don't like on your plate when you're done.
Come on, what's the big deal?
Back in the day, I couldn't think about leaving any food. It was such a waste not to eat at all. You needed every last scrap of energy.
Exactly. Even when my brother and I didn't have much to eat, we all did what we could to make it taste good and enjoy what we had.
That definitely explains a lot about why you cook the way you do, Kisara.
Dohalim, I bet you don't know what any of that's like. You must be used to food being handed to you on a silver platter.
Sometimes it was gold.
You didn't shy away from that at all.
Although, there was one experience that does come to mind.
Oh?
When I first learned that the food I ate originally came from animals and fish, I was rather taken aback.
You just ate whatever was in front of you without even thinking about it?
That's a silver-spooned elite for you.
Okay. Zealous taste testing.
Your cooking has really improved, Shion.
It's because of you that I understand what makes it so fun. I'm glad everyone seems to enjoy what I make too.
I've noticed a disturbing trend that after it's your turn to cook, our ingredients tend to run really low. What's up with that?
That is a good point, Law. There's a weird difference between the amount of ingredients she prepares and how much food actually gets served. Curious. Very curious indeed.
I don't know. Isn't it pretty normal for veggies to shrink a little when you fry them up?
Dude, she's storing them away and eating them.
Or maybe she eats all the bad batches herself so we won't notice.
Come on, I wouldn't do anything like that.
Then how would you explain the difference?
Ahem. I have a theory that I wish to propose.
What is it?
As we all know, Shion here can have quite the appetite. I imagine she often taste tests her own food as she prepares it. By my eye, it would appear that her footprints are leaving deeper impressions as of late. Far be it from me to level such an accusation, but the facts lead me to conclude that...
She's been snacking while she cooks.
And yet, she still looks so slender in her clothing.
Yeah.
It goes straight to the
I'm
thorns.
kind of envious, actually.
Wait a sec, are you guys trying to say she's...
I'm what?
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay, the injured immortal. All sorts of skits today. What's the
Shion,
deal?
about that fight just now.
Sorry about that. I was careless.
I didn't come to criticize you. Just please take better care of yourself.
You don't need to worry about me. In case you forgot, I can't exactly die anyway. It's like how you used to not care about getting beat up because you couldn't feel pain, and then I was the one to patch you up. It's the same thing.
You're right. That is how I used to be. But this isn't the same.
Then what do you mean? How is what's happening now different from what happened then?
It's different now.
Look, if you mean because you can feel pain again,
It's because I don't want to see you getting hurt.
And there it is.
You're right. When I couldn't feel any pain, I put myself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I didn't listen to anybody's warnings, and I made a lot of people worried for no good reason. It was foolish. This isn't about you and me being able to take pain. I don't want to have to see you get hurt, Shion. It's too much for me to take. Is that a crazy thing to say?
No, it isn't. And I definitely don't like seeing you get hurt either, Alphen. We can't expect our enemies to show us any mercy, but I will do my best not to throw myself in harm's way out there either. How does that sound?
I'm sorry if I sounded harsh earlier. I didn't mean to. I just really want you to take better care of yourself.
I will. At least, for as long as I can.
Okay. Oh, look, she's got a little smiley face now. Let's do Kisara.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. So, Kisara, once this fight is all over, I'm guessing you plan on heading back to Vicente?
Yeah. I've seen and learned so much traveling Dahna with you all. I want to see those lessons applied back home. Hopefully I can use that knowledge to help reform Menancia even further, so it can be a model to other realms. What about you, Alphen? What's your plan?
That's a good question. I think I would be happy just to be able to put my fighting days behind me and live a calmer, more peaceful life. Granted, all I've ever known is how to swing a sword. I'm not sure that switch will be so easy. Still, as long as I have somewhere to come home to, somewhere with a roof and 4 walls without any holes in them, that'll be good enough for me. It would be a home with enough food to make sure I don't go hungry, and a warm bed at night so I don't freeze. It wouldn't have to be anything fancy.
You've always been modest like that. But you're forgetting something else that makes a home. Family. What if you and Shion...
I'd hate to make this conversation all about me. Is there anything you want for yourself once things are over?
For myself? I've never really thought about it. Well, there is one thing I can think of. I don't know if I should say it, though.
Yeah?
I want a fishing pond.
Really?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while now. I love fishing, but it's always been such a process to actually do. You always have to make all these preparations before you go out and fish. It'd be nice to have a place I could visit without that hassle. Dig a pond, fill it with water, and get some fish for it. If I could do that, I wouldn't have to worry about Zeugles, and everyone could use it.
You really do love fishing if you're even thinking of ways to help other people enjoy it.
I do. Just don't tell him I said any of this, okay?
Him? You mean Dohalim? True. If he caught wind of it, it might turn into a way bigger project than it really needs to be.
He'll give you a whole
Not only
palace
that,
of fish.
he's still determined to make Vicente's residents happy. But personally, I feel his power would be better put to use elsewhere. So if I ever get around to making my fishing pond, I'd rather do it on my own.
Well, if you ever need help, don't hesitate to ask. I don't know my lures from my rods, but I can definitely help with any manual labor you need.
That's sweet of you to offer. I think I'll take you up on that. And then, with the fish I catch there, I could treat everyone to special home-cooked dinners. I'm getting excited already just thinking about it. I suppose I never realized until this conversation that I had any dreams like that for myself. Thank you, Alphen.
And there we go. A modest dream.
I'll take
We got
watch
Kisara's
tonight.
as well.
It's okay.
Cool, 2 down. Those were probably the 2 that we were the closest on, so... final player from Kisara.
Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Very cool. Okay. Alright, well, this is where we're gonna have to end things. In the next episode, we'll try to run back with as few fights as possible to where we left off. So, thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, 7th Son, Louis D, Ivan K, and Len. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.